Hey guys, Caleb here, your Saturday host for FTRealM. I just want to remind you again that I am on painkillers, so if things get a little weird, I am sorry. But I had knee surgery just over a week ago. For some reason, my pain level has increased over the past 2 days, so I'm pretty concerned about that now because it's not going away. Um, that's that's that. But Um, this week's topic is unexpected changes from testosterone. Like some things that maybe you weren't aware of that were gonna happen that happened to happen to me. Let's see. The first thing I want to talk about that I was never told about was exactly how much it was going to affect me mentally. Excuse me, sorry. Um, I was not aware that it could affect your mental health. No one really told me that, like, hey, yeah, this could happen. And like, you hear people talk about how it can make you angry and stuff, or some people it made them less angry because they're happier. But it didn't really affect my anger level that much because I had been really working on that beforehand. Um, but it did affect me my mental health actually pretty there was a pretty big impact. So at first, there really wasn't. I was on a very low dose because I had spoken to my endo and told her about how I was having some problems with anger. That was just like me. Um, but when she finally boosted me up to the full dose, I was taking 1 full milliliter every 2 weeks. I take the intermuscular injections of the testosterone. Is it Cypress? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Sorry, guys. But when I started taking that, I felt like my world was crumbling. I like plummeted into like a depression, and it was really bad. Fortunately, I was able to realize something was wrong. I didn't know what was going on, but something was wrong. So I split up the shot into 2 weeks, and I was doing zero point 0.5 milliliters every week. And it turns out it was just the dose was way too high for all at once. So that it made a change, a really big change. So another thing is like, you know, you're told you're gonna get hair, a lot more hair. I was not ready for the amount of hair that I got though, because everyone's different. So just because I got a ton of hair doesn't mean you're gonna get a ton of hair. I mean, obviously you're going to get more hair. That's what happens. So with Jody's head, that his like arm hair and stuff got darker. Mine stayed the same color. I just have a ton of it now, and I do have it. I don't know if you can really see it. Ooh, shadow. But yeah, you can kind of see it. Like with Jody, it's on the inside of my arms now. But it's also I got hair on my upper arms. I got hair on my chest. I have hair on my back. I have hair on my thighs now. It's a lot thicker on my legs, and I actually have quite a bit of ass hair. So I wasn't expecting the amount of hair, but that's still not that big of a deal. Um, Another thing about mentally, most of these are just like mental changes I was not prepared for because all the physical changes I was just like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Acne, the hair, even though not the hair. I knew my hairline was going to recede some because we have different, like men have different hairlines, and it does. It's like men hairline kind of instead of going straight like the woman's like that, it kind of goes like back like this. Maybe not that exaggerated, but it will recede in this area some. So be ready for that. But mentally, the way I process information, my attention span, being able to focus, my viewpoints on things. There's things now that I was so sure of my view and my stance on them back 2 years ago, because I'm almost 2 years on testosterone, that I swear to God, like that's what I thought. This is what I thought was right and what made sense. Yeah, those have completely changed on most things. So that's weird. I wasn't ready for that. And another thing that like I really wasn't ready for, and this really didn't start happening until I started working at where I work now a year ago. I started working there. Um, like the bro code is real. I didn't know it was a real thing. Like you just you hear about the bro code and stuff, and I wasn't really I was always kind of in that with my friends, but I started getting it like you get it from random people, like strangers. You don't know them, and like bro code, like it's real. It's not just like a friend group thing. It's all like men do it. So I pass on the phone like all the time. Um, so now when I talk, so I have to talk to agents to get insurance information, pretty much. And when I talk to female agents, it's really not that bad. I get called sir a lot, which is weird. Like I really like it too, which is also weird, but that's a different topic. Um, but when I talk to the male agents, I get the instead of them saying "Have a nice day" or whatever, because usually you say "Have a nice day," they'll be like "Have a good one, man." Have a good one, man. Like what? It's like you have a good one. Take it easy. And like I've never like when I first started there, I wasn't getting that because um, apparently my voice didn't sound that deep, but it's a lot deeper now. And yeah, it's a real thing. Bro code. I'm still baffled by the bro code, and I get treated with more respect from male and female agents than the women in my office do. So that's weird. That's a real thing. But those are pretty much the major things that I wasn't expecting from testosterone. Like I said, most of them were mental. The physical ones, they always prepare you for. Those are the ones you hear most about because that's what you see. But from a physical or mental stance, like no one told me this was gonna happen. So, but it does. If you guys have any more questions about it, want to get a little more in depth, feel free to get a hold of me. But that is all for this week, and I'll see you guys next week.